Welcome guys, how y'all doing?
This is Mike Leminger, our nominee for Hometown Hero. Mike is the youth pastor at St. Anne's here in Capel. He is a loved and important person in our community. Many of his youth, as Mike calls them, look up to him. We talked to some of them to get their take on Mike. How did you meet Mike?
Well, I did St. Anne Youth, which Mike was the head leader of.
Why do you think he does what he does?
He loves God, and, well, he wants you to love God too.
And how do you view Mike?
He's kind of like a father to me. He's really close. Yeah, he's like my second dad. He's really close, and like we're like best friends.
How is he there for you?
He gave us his contact information so that we would always like have him there. Like it was like one of those emergency call things. Like if anything went wrong, he was there to support you, and you could talk to him at any time.
How does he interact with people?
When Mike interacted with people, he was like he was close with them. He was personal. He didn't really like invade your space. He kind of like blended in with the background.
Now here's Mike, who we had a chance to interview the other day. What brought you to this job?
I started feeling this tug on my heart that I was supposed to be doing something more with my faith. I really enjoyed my job working at the shelter, but it just wasn't paying the bills, to be honest. But it was a great educational experience. If anyone could ever work for a couple of years in an environment like that, for me it was pretty life-changing. But I just felt this like tug on my heart, and I needed to look into something a little bit more that was involved in my faith. And the church I was at, I was thinking, well, maybe I'm supposed to go into youth ministry and become a youth minister. Well, the church I was at the time didn't have a youth ministry. So I was thinking, well, am I supposed to help start a youth ministry here, or where am I being led? Well, after just some starting to pray and discern as to where I was, God was wanting me to be, I heard about the opportunity here at St. Anne's.
Is there a quote that inspires you?
For me, I kind of live by the quote of Jeremiah 29:11 from the Old Testament, which basically, to paraphrase, talks about the plans I have for you are greater than what you can even imagine. And I know that sometimes what I thought initially I was going to do with my life was good. I was going to end up making a lot of money and be rich and big house, and that wasn't what God had planned for me.
A friend of Mike's that's known him for 12 years had some very touching things to say about him. He is known to be very easygoing and has a very comforting personality, which is why so many of the students feel like they can talk to him. Mike reaches out to everyone and loves them unconditionally and wants to help them as much as he can. He's very involved with everyone in the group and goes above and beyond. Mike tries to find the positive in every situation.